Unit 1. Getting to know your professional self. The fourth industrial revolution is interacting with many socio-economic and demographic factors to create a perfect storm of business model change across all industries. The world is about to see major disruptions in the labor markets, with new categories of jobs emerging. The skill sets required for both new and old occupations will change and transform how and where people work. Have you ever heard of a garbage designer or a robot counselor? Well, you may by 2030, but nothing really matters or makes sense unless you discover your professional self first and you drive your choices based on your wishes, skills, competencies, and potentials. In this unit, you will be able to work on the core elements of your career by using a tool called My Professional Self Canvas. So let's start. The first thing you need to do when you start filling in this canvas is to focus on your ideal vision of the future. This vision is made of wishes, principles, and priorities. If you don't have a clear vision of the future, I'd recommend you to ask yourself a few questions. How do I imagine myself at the age of 50? What is the first thing I look at when I wake up? Where do I live? Where do I go to work? The answers to these questions will help you define with some clarity what your expectations are in terms of family, friends, professional achievements, and lifestyle. Under the wishes section, list the 5 most obvious answers. For me, those are traveling, big social network, unique projects and businesses, no money worries, and poetry. Now try to connect your wishes to your core principles or values in life, to the core drivers of your choices. For me, the core principles are freedom, impact, community, and creativity. All of them connect to the wishes I already listed. If you have a core value that does not relate to any of your wishes, please make sure to write it in anyway. Lastly, please number the level of importance from 1 to 5 on how you prioritize your wishes and values. I started by prioritizing my values and ended up with having 2 wishes that mark highest. The next box we look at is called the present. A well thought through and original vision of the future is useful only if it is aligned with what we are in the present. In this box, please list the educational background and working experience you have had so far. Please connect your experiences with the core principles defined in the upper box. You might find out that some of the actions you took in the past are not fully aligned with your core principles of today. But that is definitely nothing to worry about. Your professional self needs to have awareness and clarity on all your actions and how they tie into each other. Believe me, it will all make sense at the end. The last part of the canvas is merging your ideals with your reality. That's the box marked as Ideal Day. One core element of discovering your professional self is capturing your ideal day in professional terms. Write down all the things you love doing in one day. Take into consideration the ideal vision of the future, connect it to the present, and fill in an agenda of a perfect day that is ideal but also realistic. Yes, please be realistic. Don't forget to include sleeping, eating, meeting friends and family, and make sure you don't go over the limit of 24 hours per day. My list clearly reflects a lot of the number 4 and little of the number 1. The note to myself would be: my number 1 principle is freedom, and the 2 wishes that go with it are traveling and no money worries. If my ideal day includes only few activities that relate to these wishes, I need to rethink my day and include more of the things connected to my principle number 1. Take time to fill in all the parts of the canvas. Make sure to upload it in the journal section. As soon as you are finished, you will be able to enjoy looking at a one-pager of your professional self. You will notice how unique you are, just like everyone else.